Hello and welcome to Never a Foul. They are the champions. It's not we are the champions. They are the champions, bro. They are.
Are you going to be a champion, Mo?
I am. I will be the champion. Of course. I will stop this treble. You first and then me second. We got slapped today from Napoli, but we fielded 8 reserve players. But anyway, we're ready for Manchester City.
Did you win?
No, we lost to Napoli away, but we rotated 8 players. We played 8. We got a record in minute 38. So who cares?
Oh, who cares? Yeah, but basically that's it. Who cares? But yeah, man, anyone that's here, make sure you smash the like buttons. Congratulations, Man City, for having Raheem Sterling give you a guard of honor. He's at their own gaff, at your own gaff. So it is what it is, man. Everyone looks happy. You know, I'm sure Daps was on the pitch, happy. Actually, no, I don't think Daps was on the pitch. I think he's in the stands.
He didn't go on the pitch.
I don't know. I can't throw accusations that I don't know. You know. So
they're not gonna catch anybody. There was thousands. They
sure,
tried, bro.
Sure behaving. You know, if no face, no case. But yeah, man. Big up everyone that's actually in here as well. Again, let me remind you: smash the like button. This is a call-in show. It's not just about Man City. It can just be about anything. I'm pretty sure I already know what Sid's gonna talk about. I'm pretty sure I know what Olu's gonna talk about. I'm pretty sure I know what the main people are going to talk about that typically do come on. Daps can't join us. He's all the way in Manchester, probably smashed out with his face. So
maybe tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. He loves streaming, so he probably will be on tomorrow. Not today, unfortunately. Can you blame him? He actually was at the game with Hamza, Big Steve, Cam.
Hamza went up there as well.
Yeah, Hamza got a ticket as well. Did you watch the game? Before we invite anyone, I think we're gonna do a little bit of 5, 6.
I did watch the game.
Wait to the 10th minute. Let's just talk about the Premier League. Let's just talk about Man City, and what to probably expect as well, man.
Guys, for the people that want to call in before we start talking about the game, we're gonna post the link. However, please check out the membership. You get priority if you're a member, and if there is a line, you jump the line if you're a member. Of course, the membership is in the description. I think it's $3.99 a month, and you get like a priority in the call-in show. Of course, you get a direct access to the Discord private chat, of course, and also soon there will be more stuff.
It's not even that yet. Scrap all that crap. I'm not gonna lie to our people as well. See, the Discord is hard to keep up with. I'll be honest. There's a massive Discord with like 160 people, 200 people that are always in it. I think Raheem's in it. Scrap that crap. This just gets you over the line with the call-in show. Next season, the call-in show will be moving from Sunday. But watch out in the summer because we're going to be upgrading it because I'm more active on my phone. So we're going to be doing something. I'll let you guys in for a little something. I'm going to get another phone, my work phone. And then guys that have numbers, we're going to just set up a massive WhatsApp group chat because I'm always active more on my phone. And then we're going to upgrade the membership from something to that. I don't want to lie to people. So I'll be texting quite a lot of people through WhatsApp group chats, which I'm pretty sure is going to be hectic on the weekends. So watch out for that anyways. But Discord, I ain't going to lie to people, man. I'll be real. But right now, big up every single one of you. Big up Sid. Big up Raheem. Yeah, man, I had Discord. Raheem, if you want to post the mad up one that you, man, are always chatting bullshit in, I'm pretty sure. All right, ahead, man. You lot can post anything you want, man. It's like, I can't lie though, Mo, man. I know it's not end of the season yet. But are you kind of glad it's coming to the end of the season? Like, do you feel like you need a break?
No, I'm not. I expected better from Arsenal. I expected better. I really wanted the season to go to the last day, especially even top 4. Now there is nothing. Newcastle are going to win tomorrow against Leicester, and Liverpool probably are going to play Europa League. Even Brighton winning today making sure that they aren't going to be in the Europa League. So it's only between Aston Villa and Spurs who's going to play Conference League. But I really wanted it to go to like these Arsenal people. You guys promised us it's going to go to the last game of the season. You let me down. You let everybody, you let Cass down. Because now Manchester City are going to shout shit to everybody about the 3-peat. You guys let everybody down. And I want Arsenal fans here. I want Arsenal fans to call in. I want you guys to.
I don't know what to really say to that. Like, I can't lie. I think City fans are quite humble with it, though, man. Like, other than Hamza, obviously, I can't lie.
And Raheem,
Yeah,
and Raheem,
Raheem.
he's not humble at all.
I think Man City fans are quite humble with it. I think with Arsenal, like at least Liverpool took them to the last 20 minutes. At least Liverpool did that, yeah. And with Arsenal, it's like they got this narrative like, oh, we're the second best in England. Like all we got to do is get better players. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, but you're not understanding the process of every other team is like, yeah, you're the second best right now, of course. But just because you can't wait till next season, because I guarantee Man City get that a little bit better because they can't get maximum amount better, but they can get better. You know, Man United might revive a little touch. You know, Chelsea might come alive. Liverpool probably going to be sick next season. It's going to be a lot harder. Don't think you're going to be the second best. Don't think it's just getting a few more players. It's going to mean you're going to win the league. It means you're going to be a better team. But who knows, man? Look, I can't lie. I'm not stopping streaming. While every other streamer wants to relax, go on holiday. Bro, I'm here every day. Through the summer, I'm here every day. In the morning, you'll see my face every day. Yeah, with a post, with a record. And I'm going to go live with any transfer news for any team that is not I wouldn't say relevant, but big news. I'll be there. I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep going. It's like again, I feel like this startup season for Never a Foul, yeah, it's like we had a little startup run. I think it's ending on a high. You know, like some teams, who can we compare that to? Who ended on a high? Newcastle, you could say, need to win a trophy, Man United, and I feel like I need to stay through before pre-season starts and bulk up. You know what I'm saying? And go again. Yeah. I'm dedicated. So is what it is, man. That's the way I'm gonna go.
But I wanted to say something about the game today before we get in the call-in shows and talk general about the game today. Man City fielded today a second fiddle team, and they look like they can play. These guys that have struggled to get minutes throughout the season look like they are okay. They can do the job. Even Sergio Gomez didn't look bad. Cole Palmer looks like there's a massive player there. Of course, we know that we know Rico Lewis can play, can ball. Riyad Mahrez look like sharp as. Riyad Mahrez is sharp, bro. It's so sharp. It's unbelievable. I love this guy. Alvarez look like he can be starting for Man City, no problems. The future look bright, Man City fans. Your future looks so bright. It is unbelievable, and I'm jealous. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm about to post the link first on the Discord to get the members. If you are with us today, I'm posting the link on the Discord first, right? Just for the members, for everybody there. If you want to call in, I hope that I'm trying to get it. It's not easy, but I'm trying to post the link. No. I got the StreamYard. It's right here in front of me. Copy.
No, I mean, I'm on the YouTube one now.
Here you go. The StreamYard link is posted on the Discord as well. If you remember, call in.
If a member's there, they can just do it from there, really. Like, if we're honest, they're just gonna jump the line. It's just calm, isn't it? So it's not that.
That tweet last night was mad. Yeah, that tweet rattled a lot of people that I tweeted. I tweeted before I went to bed yesterday.
What's that? What happened?
I tweeted yesterday, if Mahrez wins the Champions League, does that make his legacy bigger in the Premier League than? Thank you, babe. Is that better in the Champions League? Is his legacy bigger than Mo Salah if he wins the Champions League now?
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Why? How?
Well, he's won how many? That's not even a question, bro.
It is definitely a question. I'll tell you why.
You said the Premier League.
No. When you say the Premier League, when you say a player's legacy in the Premier League, it's not only what he did in the Premier League. It's what he did for an English club. It's what everything achievement in his.
I can't lie. Just because one man has won Champions League to his name, you got a guy that's won the league.
No, hold on. Even I said if Mahrez wins the Champions League, is his legacy bigger?
Even without the Champions League, his legacy is bigger. Even without it, like whether you like it or not, it's without it. It's definitely bigger than his legacy. So more sellers.
Can I just?
I'm not being funny.
You're always like this, HM. Listen, sorry, guys. You're always like this. I actually think I'm gonna tell you now. I think no, because I think 10, 15 years from now, people will remember Mo Salah more than Mahrez. That's what I mean, legacy. I actually love Mo Salah. I defend him everywhere, and I think to answer your question, to answer my question, I think Mo Salah, even if Mahrez wins the Premier League, he was never the main man for Man City. That's why his legacy is gonna be remembered, but it's never gonna be bigger than Mo Salah. Never.
I can't. Like, wait, what? No.
I'll tell you why. Darren Fletcher has more trophies than Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard will be remembered. Michael Carrick or Steven Gerrard?
I can't lie. No.
Answer this. It's your club. Michael Carrick or Steven Gerrard?
I think I'm probably Michael Carrick, if you're being honest.
Ah, come on. No,
I'm not being funny.
That.
Yeah, but Mahrez, not only is Mahrez going to go down as probably the best right winger in Premier League history, or one of them top 3, alongside Mo Salah, but you're saying, like, bro, the guy's he contributed to the 5 trophies that he won.
He won a Premier League with Leicester.
Was it 5 or 4 Premier Leagues he's won with?
5 with Manchester City.
The Leicester thing alone as well, like, you can't defeat that as well. And then he's climbing through the ranks, not even just from anywhere, just like Salah has as well. And if he wins the Champions League, obviously that solidifies it. But you're gonna remember more.
20 years from now. 20 years from now, who's gonna be remembered? 20 years from now.
Mahrez has got the streets, bro. Salah don't. He's got the Liverpool streets, but everyone remembers Mahrez, bro, because the way he plays. He's got the streets.
But,
you got the streets.
So ability-wise, who's better?
Mahrez.
Okay. But again, football doesn't only mean the ability, because some defenders are remembered. You don't have to have ability to be remembered. Gerrard is not a better player than Riyad Mahrez. Okay, but Gerrard will always be remembered. His legacy in the Premier League. Mo Salah has legacy in the Premier League. People will remember Mo Salah in 20 years.
Who's the bigger legacy, KDB or Gerrard?
At the moment, still.
No, he doesn't. No, he don't. Don't lie to yourself.
No, but you're comparing. See, I compare both 2 players that are retired. You're comparing one that still plays versus one that is retired.
That's what makes it worse.
Give me 2 players that retired. Give me 2 players.
That's what makes it worse, Mo. The fact that he hasn't even retired to appreciate the player a lot more.
No, that is what I'm comparing Mo Salah and Mahrez at the moment. Similar age, 32 and 30. Both play for big clubs now.
You're saying he's got a bigger legacy, but I'm just saying, like, overall, bro, KDB shits on Gerrard tenfold, bro. Shits on him. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me,
by the way, if KDB retires tomorrow with the Champions League,
I'm not even trying
to he's definitely higher than Gerrard for me. I actually don't think that Gerrard is better than Lampard. Is better than
I think Gerrard's better than Lampard.
Player-wise, maybe.
I don't even think Lampard's even a flipping midfielder, man. The guy's a flipping second striker.
People that are here at the moment, the order for the people is Sid, Olu, and then Adrian. This is what the order is now. But this is a discussion for a different day. But it's a very good debate. Salah or Mahrez. And that rattled a lot of people, because I have a lot of Egyptians as well, and they said, "How can you tweet that? He's your countryman." I'm like,
who cares?
I'm just.
Why is my countryman in some aspect? I ain't gonna defend him to the pits. He's going to the pits. He's already in the pits. But yeah, man, let's see what this guy from India is saying with his chocolate bar background. Oh, hi, Sid. Why are you smiling like
How are you?
Why are you smiling like
Why are you smiling? You're about to. You are now finishing bottom half of the table for the first time in 27 years, and you're coming here in the stream smiling. You should be crying, bro.
Why? Why to impact your normal life with
half of the
football?
Table after all the money? Wallahi, you know what? What an answer. It's just football.
I'm always smiling, so that doesn't affect if we are winning or if we are losing.
But anyways, I said it feels like it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Sid, I'm out of this. He is all yours.
What do you mean he's all mine?
No.
I can't say nothing to me, man. He's playing my team on Thursday. He knows he wants to keep quiet for a little sec. I'm going to the game.
No. I don't want to keep quiet for that, but it's nothing to say. You said you are going to beat Sevilla. You got embarrassed there. You went on DR. You were the juju man there.
And then I also won on there. I also won there.
Yeah.
Also drew on there. What?
But was that important?
What?
Winning against Sevilla or winning against? I don't think you.
Wolves.
Who do you won against?
Wolves. Of course, it was more important winning
Which
against
game
Wolves.
was more important?
Wolves. Because we wouldn't have went top.
And you
We
said
wouldn't be top. We wouldn't if we didn't beat Wolves. We wouldn't be top 4 right now. So why are you
you
laughing?
could have got into Champions League by beating Sevilla.
Oh, has Sevilla won the Champions League final? I mean, the Europa League final. Have they done it? Who said we was
No.
going to beat Juventus?
You said you believe in your team.
Yeah, I
that
did
your
believe in my
can
team.
do it.
Then I realized Bruno Fernandes has played 5,000 minutes this this time around.
Okay. So now the excuses are coming.
It's not
You
the
said
excuse.
you were better.
It's quite evident. It's quite evident to see Man United's team weren't performing the way they were. It was obvious. I thought they could do it. They couldn't do it.
But you prioritized cups, and that's why you said you are going to win against
I
Sevilla.
can't lie. I'd rather prioritize getting top 4 for Champions League than going through the Europa League route. If I'm being totally honest, because the Europa League was never guaranteed. I expected to win it though. I'll be honest.
To be honest, Sid, they reached the cup final. They reached the other cup final, and at the
Yeah.
end, I'm not defending Cass, okay, but at the end, they got the top 4. So this is
Yeah,
their
now
target.
I'm talking about what he said to me last time, that they are going to beat Sevilla. That's why.
I thought he was going to beat
And
Sevilla.
he said, I don't believe in my team, and he does, and he thinks they are going to beat them.
Yeah, I did. And look, here we are. I'm top 4. I'm in the final. I've won a trophy. Where are you?
That's not going to say
You're
that
not
you
even-
bottled against
you're not even-
Sevilla.
Guess what?
You
Guess
bottled
what?
against
You're not even
Villarreal.
singing. You're not even singing. Whoa.
But the last two
whoa,
times-
You're not even singing. What's the
but-
Conference League song, by the way?
We are not going to be in that also. But
What?
the question is, the last 2 times you were in Europa League, you bottled that against Spanish clubs. And the last 2 times Chelsea was in that
Yeah.
competition, we won that.
All right. Because you like doing History FC as well. Like you still sing Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that and all that kind of stuff. Yada yada yada. Which happened like 3 years ago. Sid, what's your point?
No, I'm just saying that the last time we spoke, you said something and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And
that
now
was-
I
that was
think-
back in March.
And now I think you are going to win Champions League next year as Mbappe is coming.
I didn't know.
Neymar on left wing.
That's come out of your mouth.
You didn't say
No,
the
that
Sheikh
come out
is
your
going to
mouth.
buy Mbappe for you.
All right, bro. If Qatar come in, I want Mbappe straight away.
Yeah. So he's
Yeah.
coming, no?
I don't know. I said I want him. I didn't say he's coming.
So you don't believe that Qataris are going to buy United?
I don't know, man. We'll just have to see in it. I'm hopeful though. Why are you laughing? Sid, your team's in the mud, G. You've got a guy that's never won anything in England as your manager. You've got no striker. You've got a 38-year-old centre-back commanding your line, yeah? You've got Reece James, who's going to go down like Michael Richards because he can't hold his own body weight, right? You've got an aging squad, and now you've got young bucks that don't know how to play. Why are you smiling and thinking you can do this? You said remember you said this back in Feb, the 40-point mark. You've only
Yeah,
just
and we got that.
You've only and how long did it take you to get to 40 points, Sid? 2 months.
But I predicted that we are going to suffer, not like you.
Nah,
we are going to win.
What did you say in January?
We can
What
finish.
did you say in
We
January?
can finish
January.
above Arsenal. There are possibilities where we can finish above Arsenal.
Bro, respect Arsenal. You're not finishing above them.
No. You said that. I didn't.
I said we could. Yeah, I said I'm hopeful it could be possible, but I didn't expect Arsenal to keep doing what they did. But what did you say in January when you spent even more money?
I said
you
we need to reach to 40 points.
Not in January. No, because I can go back to that video.
No. Go back to that.
That video, me and Daps was here, and this guy was smirking. This guy was smirking about getting some.
I said I am happy that we got Enzo, but we are going to. The target is 40 points.
Talk to me about your £100 million signings, Enzo Fernandez and Mudryk.
Enzo is playing
if I get
well.
involved in this, Sid,
Enzo's
to be
playing
honest,
well.
you know how I feel about Chelsea, but for you to sit here and have the face to talk to me about 40 points when you spend that much money is embarrassing, bro.
Mo, you know what the worst part?
I'm serious, Sid.
You know what the worst part is, Mo, yeah? Even under David Moyes, we didn't even finish in their position. I can't lie. They were nearly they could have got relegated, bro. Like it was a possibility. And you call yourself a Big Six team. Have some shame, man. Because you know what? That was
we are the same team that had won the most trophies in the last 20 years.
This is his loyalty to his club, yeah? Guess what he said to Daps? He said, if I didn't support Chelsea, I would be supporting Man City.
Go to the chat and give me that screenshot.
He's not here right now.
Okay, then you are
look, his
going
face
to
changed.
provide
Look,
that
his
on the
face-
next stream.
look, his face changed.
Yeah. Because I never said that, and I don't lie. I
Oh
said
yeah.
in a
Okay.
joking way that I'm on a loan. I'm on a
Mm.
loan to City in February.
Oh, you're alone
I
to City,
said
yeah?
that. Yes,
Man said he's alone to City. Wow.
just like
You know,
League
you
Under,
like
I guess.
you like that guy that was cheering on Man City today. He's seen in a Liverpool shirt and he's seen in a Chelsea shirt. That's you, G.
I never supported Liverpool or Man United. I can surely say that.
No, he's like the guy that did it. I don't know what his name is on Twitter, but it's like I don't know, man. I can't remember his name. I don't deal with Twitter dons that like look like they're like 18 years old or something. But anywho, Sid,
By the way, I have.
you have to say
Yeah.
I've got 5 other callers.
Yeah, but I want to ask more about something like we are now linked to Vlahovic. What do you know about that? Because I haven't watched
You are
any
linked to
Juventus game.
Vlahovic. You're linked to Vlahovic. United plug today said that Man United are in for Vlahovic, and I'm telling you, and I'm telling you from here, Vlahovic has not lived up to the hype. He has been absolutely a disappointment. He cannot start for Juventus, even a terrible Juventus. He can't get a start for Juventus. So I don't know if he's going to be a successful for Chelsea. Vlahovic is a worse Lukaku for the touch. He has
we're not getting him anyways.
It has terrible first touch.
Man
However,
United
he
are
is
going
young.
for Mbappe.
He is not great, bro. He isn't great.
And what about Cesar Cassady? Because he was on loan at Chelsea and went on loan to Reading, I guess, and now he's captaining. I guess the game has started now for under 20 because he came from Inter Milan as a potential big signing because 20
Oh,
million
the young
fee for
kid.
that. Yeah, 20 million fee for an 18-year-old is a big fee.
Yeah, he's a very good player. He's young though. I don't know. You just stacked, bro. To be honest, I don't know. He's a very, very good player. Absolutely an amazing player, but
Being poach here is a good thing because he is going to use young players and we are not going to spend like we did in last summer because
Yeah,
Andre
because you
Santos
can't.
is also here.
Because you can't. That's why.
No. If we want, we can because we are going
You
to sell
can't.
many players.
Yeah,
We are
how
going
do you
to sell many players.
who said anyone's gonna take your players? These many players. You know what you sound like? You sound like Man United fans. You sound like Liverpool fans. Like when you said we're gonna have a massive summer. Who said they want your shit players? Who said that Gallagher's gonna get sold? Who said Mason Mount's going anyway? He might get a new contract.
wallahi, that's what I say, Cass. Like
I-
they
This is
think
what I'm
they
saying.
think these guys like talk to us like they are like selling players left and right. Like they're in the market and people are gonna come running to buy your
I
players.
don't understand
Nobody
anything.
wants to run your play. Nobody wants to buy your players, bro. They're not good enough. Gallagher, Mount, they're not. And the money you guys are asking, like they're asking for 60 million pounds for Mason Mount. I would go get a better player for this money. There are way better players. Eze is a better
So
player.
that's on Liverpool. If they are going to pay
No,
that,
they're
that's on
idiots. If they
Liverpool.
do that, they're
Liverpool
idiots.
are not paying. They're not paying 60 million for Mount. G. They're not. They didn't even want to spend
That's-
80 million on Chouameni. What makes you think they're gonna get
No,
Mason
they don't
Mount?
want to pay 70 million for. They don't want to pay a 70 million for McAllister. They're still negotiating, and you're gonna pay 60 million for Mount. Come on, and this guy wants 250K a week. Mason Mount, based on what? Anyway,
Yeah,
we
I
have
don't know.
other
Man.
call.
To be fair, look, I think you're gonna get some funds, but and all that kind of stuff. Look, Chelsea are never in the mud for too long, but that's the Chelsea that we knew. Get used to it, Sid. Bye.
I think we are going to get used to them again getting top 4 next season.
No, don't
in
worry.
my
We spoil
opinion.
Man City next season. Don't worry.
We will be here.
Yeah.
I hope you don't quit.
I'm not quitting. Why am I gonna quit?
So
I've been in
I'm
the
going
mud
to
for
be
I've
here
been in the
on.
mud for a decade, and I'm still here.
I will be here, mate. I will be a member for long.
Oh, well, let's see if you upgrade your membership. But anyways, I'll big up Sid anyway. I'll go get Olu in.
Yeah.
Thank you,
yeah.
Sid.
Good night.
Yeah, good night,
Yeah,
man.
good night, man. Oh
Thank
yes,
you.
early man. Shit, my bad. Have a good sleep.
People hit that like button for us before we get the next callers. Let's get to 100 likes. We got 155 of you here. Hit that like button, please.
Come on down, Mr. Olu. Oh my god, showing face. Let's be having ya.
Let's be having ya.
I love you, man.
Oh.
You know that, right? It's all
I
right.
love it,
It's all
man. I
right,
love
man.
it. I love it. Oh man, what man? What?
What do you want to say? Just give us.
I
Apologize to me. You let me down, bro. I'm back to the club the whole year.
I didn't. It wasn't me. It was
It wasn't you, yeah,
it was Xhaka and Martinelli and Saka. It wasn't me. Nah, listen. What can I say? Fun ride, huh?
Mo's a villain, isn't he? He's actually turning into a villain. Have you not noticed his personality change recently?
Pure villain. No, that's crazy.
I need to support the Premier League club soon. It's definitely not going to be Arsenal, though. It's going to be someone else. So.
Oh no! Listen, I always say this, right? I blame two people for the pain that a lot of young black men in London are going through: Thierry Henry and Arsene Wenger, because they sold us a dream. They sold us a dream in the 90s, 2000s that now we're hurting with that pain because we fell into it. But now, what can I say? Look, it's been an annoying two. Can I please finish?
My friend.
Yeah. Let him.
No. It's been. All right, are we done?
That's a Premier League guy with Man City, and you just drive it on.
What the trophy going this way and me going and Arsenal going that way?
Go ahead.
No. I'll tell you what. I think 2 weeks ago I said it's amazing that Arsenal will have lost one game in 14 and blah 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 blah, and like in the space of a week we just shat the bed totally. I mean, I think the thing that's sort of been a little bit annoying is the fact that unlike Liverpool, who made Man City win it, right? Pretty much every single time Liverpool and Man City win for the title, they made Man City win the league. We just sort of, we just let them celebrate without even kicking a ball, and it's sad because I think what's always done is that it's taking what should have been okay, you didn't win the league, but actually what's been a pretty good season and has made it look pretty crap. It's when people said, okay, which is better? Sorry, Man United finishing fourth in the trophy or finishing second. I think with the way you've finished the league, I think the fourth place in the trophy is starting to look better than finishing. Actually, no, it's not going to start to look better. It is better because just the way we've done it, it's been poor. And I've got to say something. I mean, if I was in Arteta's shoe, I mean, what I'll be doing is essentially, first of all, I mean, if you're going to act like a big club, now going to the summer, you have to retool. You have to go get some players in, bring them in, pretty much say to them, look, we go again next year, right? Because fundamentally, there's a foundation, there's a style of play that exists within the Arsenal team, right? So go get some players to add to that. But secondly, that video of the Man City players celebrating yesterday, all throughout the summer, that needs to be on every single screen at the training ground. So when people are walking in, what they're seeing is that replay of the fact that they celebrated because you lost the league, not because they won it, because you lost it. And whichever players still stay, because I think there has to be a few players who leave in the summer. I mean, they've talked about Xhaka. I think there's going to be some other players going on as well. The players who are left have to see those pictures every single day, use that as motivation to drive them, because they've had a fantastic season right to the end, and they need to remember that hurt and that pain that they've gone through, and use that to drive them next year. And the thing about Arteta is this, right? I mean, for the faults that he has, and for the fact that people are going to laugh at him and say X, Y, and Z. The one thing we can always say about him is that pretty much after every single setback, he seems to have learned and gotten better. So, okay, maybe the first time we went from 8th, we finished 8th. The next time he went 5th, and then he's finished 2nd. So actually, if you look at as a young manager, you say progression-wise, he's actually getting better. The difference between someone like him and Pep is that Pep was managing La Masia for years before he got the Barcelona job and got a pretty good team. Arteta is sort of learning on the job, and so to some extent, some of the things that are going to be said about him are unfair, and some of them are going to be fair. But you chose to take that job.
A lot of your fans want him out.
Yeah, but a lot of fans are just reaction, because if I ask the fans, who do they want to bring in?
Would you take Luis Enrique now at the moment? If he gets backed, if he gets a couple of wingers and a couple of midfielders, if you get 5 signings in, maybe a couple of wingers, a couple of midfielders, and a centre back, would you take Luis Enrique and do you think he's gonna succeed at least to keep you where you are or push you forward more than Arteta?
Mo, okay, let me ask a question more. When Luis Enrique was at Roma, was he a good manager?
No, terrible.
Exactly. And he went to Barcelona with MSN, right?
Yes.
Which is a cheat code. Which is a cheat code in my opinion. And I
But
think
they
that
played really nice football. And you have Saka,
yeah.
you have Gabriel Jesus, you have Martinelli, you have Trossard. You don't have Roma. Bro, Roma is terrible.
It's Roma's Roma. But what I'm saying is this, right? Is the foundations of going to Barcelona was built from Pep's team.
Yeah.
All the players were still there, and there was still a system that existed, right? And he just slotted in. He didn't change the philosophy of the football. He had 3 world-class players up front and used them and continued the philosophy of tiki-taka, but started to slightly modify it, right? And then you've seen him in Spain. He's not been able to replicate what we did in Barcelona. So, like, sometimes I think we get hyped up on names, and we don't look at, like, people don't actually look at exactly what someone is doing with a team. Right, so that's what I mean is that when people say things such as, "Oh, I want this manager, I want that manager," I'm like, "Well, okay, tell me what's good about them. How are they going to change the fundamental problems that Arsenal have? Whatever you might be able to."
So why is Arteta good, Olo? Why is Arteta good?
The reason why I would say Arteta is good is because he's built a system. I'll take it back. If you remember when we had Emery, right, and please, I really want to ask people, go back and watch the last year of Emirates football and how dire it was. It was really, really bad to watch, right? We were conceding goals and not scoring, right? And then he came in and he continued that football. He played 3 in the back because the team wasn't good enough. And you compare that 3 years later to how well this Arsenal team is playing. You can see that he's created a system and he understands the system he wants to play, right? And it's just that he's getting the players to fit in. The reason why I would stay with someone like Arteta for now is because you want to see that story through, right? I don't think this is the end of Arteta as a good manager. You don't think the
story ended in game week 28?
No, because I mean, again, we can go through.
I'm not taking anything away from him. I'm sorry. 28 weeks, absolutely brilliant football. I sang his song. I praised him and I said it's absolutely great. I backed your club. I told you there were no signs of slowing down, but one injury and everything collapsed. Mm-hmm. That means that system was based on players, not on a manager.
Of course, but the system is instilled by the manager. That's the one thing, first of all.
Fine.
And secondly,
but right, the same way is a manager. You mean so? No, but Luis Enrique played with MSN, so it's a manager or a player. Is it managers or players? Just give me.
No, it's a combination. It's a combination of both. It's a combination of both, and it's a cop out. But the reason why I'm saying MSN is because MSN is it's a freak forward line. Like you take Bale, Benzema, and Cristiano. Those are freak forward lines that, to be honest, if you're a manager with decent level of management skills and coaching skills, you're going to get something really good out of those forward lines, right? Because they're the best of the best. My thing is when you start going a level down, okay, how good are they with those players? That's what you start to see. And I think with Arteta, it's almost like better the devil you know than the devil you don't know, right? Mm. And you take another great example, Ancelotti. Ancelotti, great with great players, and he came to Everton, started off well, and then it regressed. Because I just think that the quality of players he was trying to coach weren't to the quality he had before. So I say this to say, basically, that look, if people want Arteta out, have your opinion. My thing is just that if you believe that, have a manager who you think is going to be better than him, and not just based off hype because you know is the new name that everyone is talking about. Actually have facts and talk about their career and say, okay, this is what they're going to bring to the team that's different to what Arteta does. Because I think we live in this microwave sort of Twitter generation where people just, you know, the next name pops up on Twitter and everyone is acting like they know this person from you know, and they've been watching their football for years without, you know. Reality is that, you know, they've never seen the guy coach one game, so that's just it. But anyways, like I said, coming back to it, it is absolutely disappointing the way we bottled, if you want to use that word, the last few weeks of the season.
Are Arsenal in the best position to challenge Man City next year more than Liverpool, Man United, Newcastle? Forget Chelsea and Spurs. I said that if you get the signings that you guys are talking about, like the likes of Caicedo and Declan Rice and a striker, I think you're in a good place because. But I don't trust that you're going to do that. The reason why, because I don't think your club has the same pull as Man United.
I don't. This pull thing is, I always find it a bit weird because I saw James Rodriguez end up at Everton. What is Everton's pull? Right, like players will
Ancelotti.
Sure, but just think, players will go where if they've got a manager or there's enough money. Right, so this idea of pull tends to be. I think we say it to sort of brag about our clubs.
What do you have? Do you have the money or the manager?
This is where the question is going to have to be asked in the summer, right? Are we going to pay the money that's required to bring those players? Because I think some players will look at Arteta and see what's happened with the likes of Martinelli and Saka and say that's a good manager. But if you had a choice between going to
it depends. I think
Arteta,
it depends. I think Arsenal have got some. I think they definitely got Paul, man. It's still exciting if that would be a player to go to Arsenal right now, especially when it's some starting positions. I think it's still exciting, personally. I don't think it's Arteta. I think Arteta's got some. But I think Arsenal Football Club, bro, you're playing with. Let's call it an elite front three. They do score goals, like when they're on it. You know, they still got some sick young defenders as well. I mean, they seem like there's quite a lot of personalities in there. I wouldn't throw Arsenal off. Does Man United have the bigger look? I don't even know anymore, man. Like, I think Man United as a brand, Eric Ten Hag can definitely do something, obviously, but I'm not even trying to compare situation. It just depends on what you need. And I think players are aware of what each team may need in terms of positions as well. All right, but Olu, big up yourself, man. Gotta get a couple others on. Adrian's been waiting. I see Davey in the back.
Big up.
So I'm going to get Adrian on and this Halo banger. Oh, I ain't seen him in a while. So, Adrian.
I've got smoke for you, though. If Inter don't win the Champions League, this laugh you get. No. The laugh you just did to me.
Okay, go ahead.
10 times worse.
Yeah.
Dude, I never said we're going to win. I said they are favorites.
He's thinking.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Listen, the thing about me is this. I remember these things, and I'm evil enough to throw them back in your face. So if you get beat by anything more than 2 goals,
oh yeah,
100,
my God, 100%. I will sit here and take the. Oh, if we get slapped, 100%, because I'm saying we're not gonna get slapped.
All right.
Yeah. You got yourself. Just a quick one in the background: Adrian, Davey, Halo Bangout, and a new name. Let me know if I say your name right. Haruna.
We'll see.
Right?
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Haruna Salim. Let's call him Salim.
Salim. I'll get his first name right. Don't worry, he'll be there.
Yo.
You're still in the darkness, I see. You still can't pay that.
Adrian still in the dark.
Bro, man, they're saying
pay that
Wi-Fi
electricity
tax,
bill, man. Come on, man. What's going on? Do you want me to lend
Wi-Fi
you a
tax,
phone?
man. Yeah, bro. Send me the PayPal, man, innit?
Give me your PayPal. I'll send it.
But they're saying, what's that film where they had the blindfolds on and they're trying to navigate on all that? What's that called again?
Oh, with Sandra Bullock and all that.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. I just
watched
that movie, man. Damn.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, man. Wait, Adrian, you support Chelsea, don't you?
Yeah, man. Long day, bro. I can't lie. Bro, you know what it is as well?
Do you mind if I ask you how old are you?
So I'm 25.
Yeah, he's about our age, if I remember.
Yeah. You know what it is, right? Bro, I had a stressful work day. Stress. I can't even speak right now. I had a stressful day at work on Friday. You know what I mean? I thought, maybe let's watch some football. It's not gonna be good, but let's see if there's anything there. And then when you have a bad result and you fully deep it, and then because normally football's gonna be the release. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those ones today. I can't lie, but I took a step back, spoke to some people. Felt a bit better, but again, it's in that 50-50 moment right now with a lot of fans. It can go 2 ways, bro. I can't lie. Depends who you speak to, bro. I feel like that's with so many Prem fans these days.
He didn't even play bad today, though. You know, I know it was against the second string City team.
You know what it is, though. You know what it is.
Like Raheem Sterling could have had a hat trick today.
Yeah, you know what it is, though. I think fans were. I feel like Lampard he's there for damage limitation settings now. Like that's what it feels like, bro. What fans want, because they accept. I spoke to you, I think, in January, and I said, bro, we're signing a lot of players with a lot of talent and promise. And this is, I think I told you that I like these much more. So I said to you that summer is going to set us back. I think I told you that in January, because like they gave way too much power to a guy who doesn't know what he's doing, and they're going to pay for it. And look, we're in the situation now. I didn't expect Lampard to be manager. It is what it is. Lampard tax is hefty, I can't lie. Is he the worst manager in the league? I don't. If someone disagrees with me, I want someone to.
He is. Lampard's the worst.
And
I think he's actually the worst manager that I ever seen in the Premier League.
No,
No, don't worry about that. That is.
Didn't Frank de Boer win a couple of games?
Now he went 11 L's in a row, I think.
Yeah. He was bad. It was bad.
It was horrible. But yeah, man, look. I hate this saying because it's going to be said about a lot of clubs. And there are 3 clubs in the Big Six, which is going to be talked about a lot. This is a make or break summer for us, man.
What's your hopes and dreams for next season? Do you think you're going to get top 4? Are you feeling confident?
Well, here's the thing. First of all, I need to know what this European coefficient thing is. Because they're saying even if you finish 5th, you can get Champions League, apparently.
Don't worry. Before 2004 and all that kind of stuff, you won it a couple. You're not in it, mate. Sorry.
Okay. First,
Man United tops that list, thank you.
Okay. Is that what we're doing now?
Actually, currently, yeah.
I think it's Real Madrid, isn't it?
The ones that are out of Champions League, anyways, that's down that list.
Okay. Is that we're moving? Yeah. Okay. Go on.
I wouldn't want to be in a coefficient bracket. I'd rather just go and get the job done, anyways. So that's the way.
I hear you, but I'm shameless, innit? I don't get.
So am I. Have you watched my streams?
Yeah, bro. Listen, listen. People ask me, like, oh, why you gassed when we drew Porto in the Champions League? It's like, bro, I want the easiest route to win the Champions League, fam. Allow all of this. Oh, I want to fight. Give me Real Madrid. Give me Bayern. What the hell are you thinking, man? Give me the easiest way through, man.
So that's when people come like, oh, look who you face in the Carabao Cup to get to the final. Sorry, Forest.
Give me the trophy, man.
I don't care. So it is what it is.
But look. The problem is, you just need stability, fam. That's what we need. We just need stability, and I need physicality about this club, man. I was watching this I hate doing this thing, but I watched this channel, this Twitter account, which like does retro clips, yeah. Bro, I was watching some Chelsea clips, like, bro, we got proper like real men, proper leaders in this team, man.
I can't lie, Chelsea are hot arse and cheeks. Like I think you got so many more problems that
you know what it is? Even
if you are to get a striker, even if you are to get a DM, I don't think it really matters to me. I think who says they're going to work out? And then Pochettino as well, good manager and everything. I think he's the right manager for you, but it's just like, I see Arsenal being better than you next season. I see Man United being better than you next season. I see Liverpool being better. Man City, of course. You know what? Wouldn't even put it past it. Like, who else is there? Who have I missed, Mo? Newcastle being better than you next season. The only thing that's going to work for you in your favour is, of course, is one game a week, plus obviously domestic trophies. I think if I'm Chelsea, I'm looking at how I looked at the season as a Man United fan at the start of the season. Top 6, win me a trophy.
I agree.
Like that, and then go from there. I think that would be a successful season for Chelsea. Doesn't anyone agree?
I agree. The problem is, like, there's so much instability with this team right now that it's very tough for me to like look at this and be like, okay, when I look at it, I did an assessment last week, right? And I'll still stand by it, right? I said the core of our team, we need a goalkeeper who's just semi-competent, right? I don't think we need like the best goalkeeper in the world. Just give me a semi-competent goalkeeper, bro. We've got we've got Kepa in goal. Did you see that goal that we conceded today?
No, I didn't even get. No, I think I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Bro, listen, man, this guy cannot command his box. He's got no awareness at all, fam.
Hey, that's your
key.
People
want to hype him up, bro. Listen, just give me like. Apparently, Emmy's only got 1 year on his deal, bro. Give me Emmy
Martinez might be a good shot. I don't think he's signing a new contract.
Apparently, he likes Poch as well. He's spoken to him. Hey, listen, man.
Yeah, they're both Argentines. Makes sense.
Do you even trust your backline? Thiago Silva's past it. Fofana today looked absolutely horrible today.
I think the problem is the the chemistry. Because they've not played.
Koulibaly isn't it for you? It's only have Padishili, which is a youngster. I think
And
we need to sign.
Colwell, and I think here's the thing. I'm not concerned with the back line because this back line's been the most rotated back line in the league. It's considered the third least goals in the league.
Yeah, because they are garbage.
True. You know what? True. He's got a point there.
They haven't conceded a lot of goals, but I don't think they're good enough.
I think Colwell, a lot of potential. I hear you. The only problem I have is the inexperience and the lack of. But even then, I look at the experienced youths, and the experienced guys are the ones that I'm worried about. And I just think, look, if we're looking at individual talent, I think next season we'll have that in the back line. I'm not really worried about the back line. I'm worried more about the front line. That's what I'm worried about.
You need something going forward, and you need something that can push Enzo Fernandez further forward because that guy is
Enzo. I've been saying this, man. He's not a 6. When we signed, I think I told you. I said, look, Zakaria would be a good option if he's favoured, but I don't know how fit he is. And we don't have that natural profile alongside him. I think Ruben, when he plays alongside him, he looks a bit better because I think Ruben's got a bit of defensive awareness about him, but he's still not great. I think today actually had a good game, to be fair. I thought Ruben Loftus-Cheek was a decent, but it's probably his last game for Chelsea, to be fair. But yeah,
fair enough. All right, but what's it called? Adrian, man, big up yourself, man.
Big up, bro.
Next week Sunday will be the final calling show. Actually, you know what? I'm probably gonna run calling shows throughout the summer as well, like a few of them here and there, just to get your thoughts on new signings and stuff when it does happen. So I'm not going to stop right there.
Right, keep your eyes on Ugarte. That's going to be a very interesting.
I know who Ugarte is, G, but I think he's going Liverpool.
I don't know about that one, bro. Apparently they're pissed off with him. But
Liverpool got a better pool than you, G. Is what it is.
No, apparently they're pissed off because they're not liking Klopp talking to the players like that. But yeah.
Yeah, that don't mean nothing.
I hear you. All right, see you, bro.
All right, big up. Right, guys, there's 280 of you in here. Make sure you smash the like button. I'm about to welcome my granddad, by the way. So if anyone don't know, this is my granddad. Be nice to him, or get banned. So, but yeah, man, big up my granddad. Big up.
You cheeky young rascal. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I'm more happy for you than I'm happy for anybody else. How about that?
Well, do you know what, mate? I walked out the City ground last night and I saw your message, mate, and I was absolutely chuffed to bits. I was already chuffed to bits anyway because of what we'd done. You know what I mean? So it's I've just had a lovely day, Kaz, feeling relaxed, looking at Leeds, looking at Leicester, and looking at Everton, and thinking there, but for the grace. You know what I mean? So it's a nice feeling. And I can finally wear this because I thought if I wore it before yesterday, I might jinx Forest. You know what I mean? So yeah. Very, very happy, mate.
You must be over the moon. I mean, I think City fans are going to like you as well because you've done them a favour. You pretty much won them the league. Pretty much.
Yeah. I said that. I said to somebody last night, we've won the league. And somebody looked at me, what do you mean? I said, no, we've won it for City. City can enjoy their game tomorrow. They can have a nice little testimonial match against Chelsea. They can give the kids a run out. They can save the big guns. They can put together the most powerful bench that has ever been seen in the Premier League, which I thought was really interesting.
The most powerful bench, even Grealish, Stones, KDB.
Yeah, they were all sat there having a party. So, but the thing for us, lads, is that what I'm really proud of is that in the end, we didn't have to. We had it in our own hands, and we didn't get to the point where we were relying on somebody else. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a brilliant feeling just to be back in for us after 23 years out of this division, to be back in with the likes of Manchester City, Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool, all these big guns, Newcastle, to actually get to have another go at it next season is fantastic. And the hope now is that having stayed up, we can go the way of in our sort of particular part of the Premier League where we are, which is we're going to finish 16th or 15th, depending on if we beat Palace and Everton beat Bournemouth, we can finish 15th, which I think would be pretty good, really, given where we came from, which was, bottom of the championship, bottom of the championship last year, So what I'd like to do moving forward is to get to the point where we can emulate and it will take time. It might take 2 or 3 seasons, but I'd like us to get into the point where we're sort of like a Brentford or a Villa or a Brighton, something like that. I think we've got the fan base.
Do you think Steve Cooper can get you there, though? Like, honestly, be very honest. Do you think he's the man for
I can't answer that definitively, Kaz. He's doing okay. You know, so far so good, mate. Because I think at the start of the season, what I think he's done brilliantly, he's rendered that 30 signings conversation that TalkSport and various other outlets were so keen to talk about us. That doing the Fulham and all this kind of stuff that we had to put up with at the start of the season. I think he's quelled that. I think what's happened in the last month or so. I think since we got beat at Liverpool, where we got beat, but we actually played some pretty good football. Could have nicked a point actually at Anfield. We hit the bar at 3-2 and had another chance.
Oh, that game annoyed me. That game really annoyed me.
Yeah. Well, it annoyed me, Kaz, because we came out thinking, well, we could have nicked something. But from that point onwards, apart from the last 10 minutes at Brentford where we were really poor, I think we've looked like a proper Premier League team at last. It's only taken us like 6 or 7 months or whatever. But I think we sort of finally got there.
To wait till we sign, it's not a kind of
do you think what they did with the club signing all these players is a sustainable model? That they can keep all of them and still go forward. That's my worry for Forest, is that this is not a model. Because listen, some of your players are already, they were signed looking under their feet. Like, okay, let's get in the Premier League, stay this year. Who cares about next year? We'll have the money, we'll think about it later. And I don't think this is how Brentford did it. It's literally what happened. Like signing Keylor Navas was like, okay, you know what? We're panicking. Let's get someone that will make us stay. Willy Bolly, Serge Aurier, all of these guys were like, even the guy that you guys got from Atletico Madrid, Felipe. It was like, you know what? Let's get somebody now. Yeah. But I don't think, but these guys are on a 3-year contract. The problem is they signed most of them on a 2-3 year contracts. That means they still have to pay their wages for the next 3 years. So how do you think they're going to deal with that next year?
I'm not a businessman. I'm not in the recruitment.
As a fan, what do you want to see? Do you want to see them go?
What I want to see, I don't. What I certainly don't want to see, lads, is I don't want to see another chaotic sort of June and July like we had last year. I mean, unfortunately, if Forest could have chosen a context for it, they would have done it completely differently. But the problem was the team that won at Wembley in the playoff final, which by the way only cost 6 million, because only 3 of that 11 that started at Wembley were paid money for, which was Samba, McKenna, and Surridge, right? There were 5 loans in that team, and there were people coming to the ends of contracts. And the harsh reality is that some of the rest just weren't good enough for this league. We kind of knew that they were going to struggle, they'd be out their debt. So unfortunately, we just had to throw a lot of bodies at it and hope that some of it stuck. So what my fervent hope is now is that get this next week out the way, and then we look at getting ready for next season. I think it'd be nice to think that the nucleus of a side that can at least be respectable in that division is already there, and we had 2 or 3. I think what happened last season was what started off as quite a decent strategy. So Taiwo Awoniyi was the first that was signed, Dean Henderson was the second, and then Musa Niakate was the third. Now those 3, I mean, Henderson, if he'd not been injured, I think Henderson would have featured a lot more, and maybe they wouldn't have had to go and get Navas. So I think there was some logic there to start with. But then what happened was, I think 2 or 3 more hands got in the cookie jar and wanted to be involved in the signing on process. And so what began as something quite logical and well reasoned got out of control. So the first thing what I don't want this time, lads, I don't want Forest to be signing people willy-nilly. I mean, where TalkSport and these got offended, they thought it was like Forest flexing muscle that they had no right to. It was a necessity.
I think you need to go and look at the teams that have been relegated, like Southampton. What player can you nick from there? I think Leeds go down. What Leeds player can you nick potentially? I think they got a couple. I think they got somewhere that you could do with like Tyler Adams. I think he's a good player. And who's the last one? Leicester City. If they go down, I'm pretty sure a lot of players will get nicked out of there. I'm not saying James Maddison's ever going to go there because you don't even need that player. No, he's not going to go there anyways. But I think maybe. I don't know who you could do about Leicester, but I know Harvey Barnes won't go. But I
look at Leicester, Kaz. I look at Leicester, mate, and I just think that those people at Leicester who are going to be coveted by other clubs wouldn't come to Forest. They'd be looking higher up, even though they're in a relegation battle, right? I'd like James Ward-Prowse. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna.
I
People are
but I
asking,
think,
is he a
yeah.
top 6 or a top 10?
Yeah, I think he'd be looking at somebody like Villa or maybe West Ham for Ward-Prowse. So I think I'd like James Ward-Prowse, but whether I think it's realistic or not is another matter. Southampton.
I think you could do that. Peters. Tete would be good for you.
He might not be bad. Yeah,
they'll play Luke Thomas. I think it's another little wicked player, left back. I think you could. Well, you got Lodi, to be fair. But I think you need to decide your right back situation, a centre back for you guys. I think another winger and a DM would be a good summer for you lot. Yeah, if you can get Johnny Evans.
I don't know what you.
Back. There you go. That's one that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think our problems are at the back. I mean, I'd like a better backup to Taiwo Wanyi. I mean, one name that was talked about, you lads might think it's relevant. I'm not sure. Tammy Abraham's name got mentioned.
There is no chance. There is zero chance. There is who even said that? The other day, I was thinking, wait, what?
That's like me coming on here and saying that some of my defenders are worth 70 million, isn't it? You know what I mean? Which I'm not going to do. So.
I know who you're referring to, but fine. I think you're referring to someone that I know you're referring to. Saw that clip.
I'm being really controversial. I do apologize.
I saw the clip from yesterday.
Yeah. So anyway, the thing is, what I've always done with regard to my club is I've not seen them as being higher up the food chain than they actually are. So I think our transfer policy has to be relevant to where we are, and I don't think we can aim too high. But I mean,
I agree. I definitely think Forest got to get their scouting system properly sorted. Like, I don't think your scouting system is sorted.
The Danilo guy, that design.
He's not bad. I like him.
Good, you know. That's what I'm talking about. Like signings like these that nobody knows about. They come small wage, not a big fee, but they make an impact. Because they're just new, different flavor than everybody. Like everybody in the Premier League has the same flavor. This guy came in and just different flavor than everybody else.
That's what I like.
You say about him, you say he wasn't known about, but actually I've had quite a few Arsenal fans saying, "Oh yeah, we were chasing Danilo."
Oh,
so maybe it's a little bit
because they saw a couple of clips online. They're like, the club.
Well, you know what these like YouTube sort of highlight montages are like, aren't they? You know, we all get carried away with them. You know, I mean, it's a young man's game. I mean, I'm 59. I have to kind of be a bit sort of skeptical about it. Do you know what I mean? So
because people, we were watching him at Palmeiras. Yeah, that's what they were doing. Literally before he came. That's exactly what they're doing. I watched him play. You know, I'm like, where? Watch him play.
Yeah. And what people tend to do, they look on YouTube and they like base a whole career on like one goal or one tackle or something like that. And you just got to get real. It's like, I mean, we've actually got 4 Brazilians in now. So we got Scarpa from Palmeiras to start with. And then we got Danilo and we got Felipe and obviously Renan Lodi. I mean, I think the first order of business actually will be to get Renan Lodi on a permanent because he's on loan at the moment from Atletico Madrid.
I think he'll get bought, I think Newcastle are looking at him and Tierney as well.
Yeah. So I think
he might like it, but I think knowing Brazilians, they dream, don't they?
Yeah. And Newcastle, in all likelihood, are going to offer them Champions League football from tomorrow night onwards, aren't they? So, we'll see. But Dean Henderson, I think, is interesting. There might be because I don't think Dean's going to go back to Manchester.
Please buy him.
Take
him and run away. I can't. 20 million. I think 20 million is a good
million.
And I tell you what, lads, there was footage of the Forest dressing room after the game yesterday. He's in there on crutches, right in the centre of it, and I'm thinking, you're not going to back. He burned all his bridges with Manchester United in an interview before the start of the season. So I think if we could get Dean Henderson,
it might not be because if there's new board, there won't be a new board, but if there's new owners, new manager that they've actually worked on them, it could be that way. But I can't personally see it because I don't want him. The fans don't want him, and he's good at where he is. He performs better, like he did at Sheffield United. He was actually performing for Forest. Stay there, mate. You look comfortable. You can't. The shirt's too heavy for you, mate. When it comes to Man United, in my opinion.
Yeah. Whereas I think the shirt at Forest suits him perfectly well. I mean, he came in and he was one of our better signings early on in the season. I think if he'd not got injured, then I think we'd have had a good season. I'd have him when he's fit. I'd have him straight away. I really would, So we'll see what goes on. But for us, for me, it's just we stayed up and then we evolve in small incremental steps, and then ideally,
Did you get rid of Lingard?
I think Lingard will go to America. I think he'll go to the MLS.
I think you need to get rid of him. I don't think
he has to go. He has to go.
I think on the field he's had very little impact. Off it and around the group in the dressing room, I think he's had quite a big impact.
On TikTok, yes.
So I think
absolutely fantastic. He's absolutely
yeah, I mean he can do. But what I've seen is we get like behind the scenes videos of the club, and he's good in and around the dressing room, and he's a character. Whether you like the TikTok, I think the TikTok stuff's quite good, but I think he's had an impact around. He doesn't
get paid to do TikToks.
No. I would have liked him to have scored more. I mean, he's had basically one good game for us, which was against Tottenham in the Carabao, and that's it really. So I think he'll go.
Is he injured? Has he been injured all the time?
He got injured at Old Trafford in the league game just after
Christmas
was when we lost Haruna.
That was it.
And basically, that's been it. Yeah, not been cited. Not been cited since.
Waste of money. But Davey, man, you got yourself, man. Love for coming on. It was nice chatting to you. I'll
pleasure, lads.
Tuesday maybe. Unless unless Savs wants to go on holiday again and just.
Yeah. Listen, lads, thanks very much for having me on. It's good to see you both, and I enjoy the show, and I'll be liking and subscribing. All right, fellas.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Cheers,
Take
mate.
care, boys. Bless you.
Thanks.
Who else have we got? We got Halo Banger and Haruna or Haruna. But yeah, man. Hey guys, if you're here, make sure you're smashing the like button if you haven't done so. What are we on at the moment? 158. Can we get this to 200? I know there's a few of you that ain't done it. You know what I mean? Wait, is Halo Banger or Haruna?
Halo is not answering.
Yeah, Halo,
are you here? I don't think he is.
I'll add him because he's been it.
No, he's here. He's here.
Without the camera, he's got a penguin on his
screen. Are you just gonna have a?
I know who this is.
I don't know who this is.
I don't know. Is he sleeping?
Are you breathing in the mic?
Oh, am I on?
Oh,
yes,
no.
you are. Yeah,
you are, mate. Where's your camera?
Oh,
you have a camera.
Sorry, listen, I do, yeah, but I can't lie. Hair's a bit scruffy, lads. Plus, also, I'm trying to get off the comments here, and I'm kind of stuck to my screen. No, I don't. Sorry, guys.
Would you add somebody else in first while you sort yourself out?
No. I'm good. I'm good to go. Unless you really want my camera. I'm good to talk.
Yeah, we want to see your face. I want to know who I'm talking to. I remember your face, and I remember your scruffy hair too. So it won't make a difference.
Can you see me? Well, go on, evening, lads. How are we?
Yes, good. Boys. I saw you support Man City, don't you?
I do indeed. It's a lovely day. Big up the chat as well. Big up the channel. Anyway, right, let's get into the thick of things. Lovely, jubbly, 3-peat. Oh, love to see it. Love to watch it. Love to drink it in. I can't lie. I was watching the football terrace earlier, and obviously Mo jumped on there and talking about, obviously I don't like Monopoly. Obviously most things about don't like monopolies. I hate clubs like just winning everything. Mo, mate, keep saying that for the next 2 weeks, and we've got a treble. So please, I want to keep hearing that from you for the next 2 weeks, and we've got a treble, lads. You know what I'm saying? And with that, listen, if we do the 3-3. Listen, I'll be very happy. I'll be very happy if I keep hearing that, because that's obviously another little omen I'm picking up as well. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not very confident on the aspects of it obviously happening like 100%. Obviously, I feel like the boys can do it. Like, you look at the form that we've been in for the past 2-3 years now. We've been fantastic. But anything can happen in football, as any generic saying would go. And but yeah, I can't lie. It was a great day seeing, especially Silky Ilky lifting that trophy. He deserves it, man. He's been such a good player for us. Such a great player. And I love seeing him do it.
He ain't leaving. He's your captain this season, isn't he? So that's why he lifted it, right?
Yeah. He's the club captain, because obviously all the players voted. So all the players voted for him to be the club captain. So yeah, listen, today's just been a great day. I can't lie. And onwards and upwards, hopefully. See you boys in the final. I've got a friend of mine that's also a United fan that's going to come round. Hopefully, I'll be smiling as he leaves crying, but we'll see how it goes, innit? But yeah, no.
Make sure you call in when you lose the final of the FA Cup. Just make sure. I'm just saying.
Hey, listen, Listen. I'm happy. Listen, I've been trying to call him for a couple of times, so
You're
hopefully
showing
I
us
get
your
in.
camera today because you won the league, so I want to see the same camera.
Listen, of course.
One of the two.
Of course, hey, listen, I'm happy to, because at the end of the day, listen, I still wanted to do the 3-peat. So if we don't, listen, I'm still going to be wanting the Champions League next to the most because we haven't got it. But listen, I don't mind coming on and saying, oh yeah, we've lost out on the FA Cup. Listen, at the end of the day, sometimes you can't win them all unless you're United in '99. But yeah, I'll be happy to come on and show my face because at the end of the day, it's going to be a great match. Especially for me anyway, watching this, it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, man, I can't lie. I ain't gonna just sit in here and give you fake confidence. I ain't confident to win that at all, mate. But you just never know, innit? You just never know. I think
exactly. It's that feeling. You just never know.
I think the City players are still hungry. I think our players back.
Last question.
Oh, 100%.
If you don't win the FA Cup and the Champions League, is that a failure of a season?
Because we've got the opportunity to win them, I wouldn't say it's a failure, but it's been very unsuccessful in the terms of how we could have ended it, if that makes sense. Because you can't say it's a failure if you've won, especially one of the two major trophies, or one of the three, obviously the FA Cup. But if you won one of the three major trophies being the league, like out of the three, it probably ranks the Champions League and then FA Cup. So if we've won the middle one, I wouldn't say it's a failure, but it's very unsuccessful considering the circumstances we've put ourselves into.
By the way, how come you went on like a triathlon or something? Like, why you came on the You'd be sitting down, relaxed. You just went on for a walk.
Listen, I'm walking back from my girls. I'm just having a nice little walk in the evening, you know, enjoying the air, taking it in, living a very surreal moment, and just enjoying it really. So I'm on a nice little walk, and obviously chatting to you boys. But anyway, thanks for having me on, lads. Listen, Mo, I'll be on for the FA Cup. Don't you worry about that. If you
and
really
the
want
Champions
me on.
League.
And the champs. Listen, that's a bit more nervy, I have to admit. But yeah, no worries. I'll be here. Listen, guys, again, thank you. Everyone, big up the channel, big up people, big up Daps, all the City boys, and have a good evening, fellas. Take care.
You too, man.
A bit. That's funny, man. His post Clark, you know. That's why he's really happy, innit? It's not. Man got his victory. He got his victory in other ways, like.
He was with this girl, you know what I mean? He's won the league. He is collecting wins, bro. He's collecting wins.
Yeah. Let's get the next guy in. Jacob, if Jacob's here, there's only it's the last caller at the moment, and he's got a Barcelona shirt and so he's an enemy.
Oh, I'm an enemy? How? It's just it's a
not like your club. Your club is I hate them Catalonian mafia, man.
I mean, it's because of Pep. He hates us as well. You know, 29.
No.
2011.
Wait, is that your actual club? You support Barcelona?
Yeah, I just support Barcelona. Yeah,
how do you feel that your club's gonna get folded soon?
No, we're not gonna get folded. Like I feel like people have a misconception about the issue in Barcelona. I think like most of the issues is just related to La Liga's rule. But if they allow us spend on the 1-on-1 rule, then we're able to sign players. But like on the 3-on-1 rules, because like our revenues have dropped since COVID, then it's a bit more difficult. And then obviously we had stupid wages from the previous president, you know, so that's like
you're like a billion odd in debt, isn't it?
I mean, but most clubs are in debt, I guess.
Like, no, but you are like severely in debt. Like you need to raise like 200 million euros in the summer or something like that. No more levers for you, boy.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, but it's like we generate a lot of money too. I don't think there's more than 3 clubs in the world that generate as much money as Barcelona, you know, like our stadium, for example, on match day.
That's about to go like this. Since Messi left,
no, but
your revenue is going down.
Yeah, true. I admit, but also we still like generate a lot of cash, and even like match day on the stadium is like averagely like 75k, 80k, like every weekend. So it's kind of like, and they're trying to like, you know, improve the stadium. I think they took a loan from JP Morgan about $1 billion or so to kind of like improve the stadium.
Do you have a Premier League team?
I mean, I usually just I like Chelsea, you know. I like Chelsea sometimes, but
I like that you said that you don't like Man City, because most Barcelona fans.
Oh no, I do like Man City actually. Like I mean, like that's why I actually called in, because like I think I'm happy for Pep. You know, he was the one that kind of like changed a lot about Barcelona as well. And I think for EPL fans that, you know, are kind of surprised, it's like that's what he does. You know, so it's like there's no surprise. That's just Pep for you. you know, and I'm actually surprised he's there for a long time because usually he spends like 3 or 4 years in the team and he moves on. But it seems like I think he loves the club and the club wants him to build a lot of success for them in a short time. So I think he's the perfect
You
man
jealous?
for the job. No, I'm not jealous. I always wish him well, and you know, like I mean, he's Catalan as well, so he can run from it. Like it's his home, so you know. But I'm really happy for him.
Wait, what? How do you actually say your name like correctly as well?
Oh, it's Salim. Like yeah.
Oh, your
Salim.
name's actually Salim.
Yeah.
Where are you
Oh,
from?
I'm
Where you
Nigerian.
Nigerian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do you live?
Right.
I live in the US and in Virginia.
Okay, yeah, I can hear the twang. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
cool, man.
Cool,
But yeah,
cool.
man. So your boy got his Premier League. He's probably gonna get the treble if we're being honest. You won the league now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let me ask you
we won the
something.
league.
Being
Yeah,
a
sure.
Barcelona fan, do you want Man City to win the treble? And
Oh
join
yeah, I
the
do.
club?
I want them to win it. I think
See the difference? I don't want any club to join the treble club. Ever. It
I
doesn't
mean-
matter if it's coached by Mourinho, Conte, it doesn't matter. I don't want anybody to
I
join
get
the
your
club.
point though. I get your point though. But
How
it's
would
kind
you
of like,
want Man City to join the club of treble? You can brag about it. If everybody wins treble, there is nothing to brag with.
Ours is a different level though. Ours was 6, so it's kind of like, you know, we are on a higher level. You know? So, it's like
Well,
ours was
Yeah, they can
treble.
win the 6. They can win the 6. If they start with a triple, who stops them from winning 6 trophies?
I mean, eventually it's gonna happen. It's like Man City eventually they'll win the Champions League with Pep or without Pep, you know. So it's kind of like it's inevitable. It's gonna happen at some point. So that's why I'm not like really worried, you know. I'm only happy they beat like Real Madrid. So that's like the only.
Yeah, of course. That's the
I was
ultimate
really-
thing for you.
Yeah,
Of course.
I was really happy about that.
Beat him like twice this season, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Is your target next year to win the Champions League again? Barcelona always aspire to win the Champions League. Is that what your
the minimum for us is semi-finals? Like that's the minimum.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think if we don't get the semi-finals, then we should think of a new manager because I feel like, you know, I mean, it's Barcelona. It's like one of the biggest clubs in the world, and we like demand a lot from, you know, our managers, you know. And I mean, I think I was listening to the board meeting or like the yearly review because it's like the club is owned by the fans and the president was talking and like we have to keep winning, you know. And I'm happy. Like this season, I was disappointed because I expected us to at least win the Europa League, but I think Man U, like Manchester United, was a worthy opponent as well. So that didn't happen. But I expect.
What's going on with Gavi?
With Gavi,
he was that situation of that contract. Apparently, he's available to someone. He can't sign for you guys because he's on some like sort of academy contract thing or whatever.
Oh no, you know it's because of the wage bill. There's a certain wage structure in La Liga, right? And we're not able to kind of have like to like for him to be part of the team on that wage, and so they just left him in the academy, and then he's like, you know, because academy players are allowed to play and for like for the first team. So basically that's it. But it doesn't stop him from playing. But obviously it's gonna be resolved. You know, we have some players leaving. Busquets is already leaving. So that will free up some wages.
Yeah, you got Christensen, Kessie might be leaving already as well.
I mean, it depends, you know. Like if they're gonna get someone like Ruben Neves from Wolves, then maybe Kessie will leave as well. Because I really don't think he's a Barcelona player, you know, like the kind of midfield we have always had. Yeah, I think he's more box to box, but like we hardly play with box to box.
So who you gonna have to sell? Who you gonna have to sell this summer to rack up some cash though, man? 200 million euros is not exactly it's not actually light, is it? And you can't pull no more of those levers. It's like I know there's players coming off the wage bill, which helps with some millions. Like
yeah, but you know, our problem mostly is the wage bill, not actually like used like having money to sign.
Yeah, I know,
players.
and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know, but that means you're gonna have to sell somebody, whether you like it or not, to raise a lot of that cash because 200 million in euros is like you can't just tell everyone, yeah, by the way, we're lowering your money from the 9 million pounds or euros per year. You're gonna lower it to 6 million all of a sudden. And even if you did that wouldn't even be enough.
Yeah, but the most realistic solution is which they are working on is like talking to the La Liga president to have like, you know, kind of some waivers, you know, kind of like a backdoor to the rule.
Oh, yeah.
Because like that's the only way, to be honest. Like,
how about selling De Jong since he's on 400 grand or whatever?
Because you guys are interested. I mean, he doesn't want to leave. That's the problem. Like he really enjoys playing in the city. You know, I mean, even Lewandowski. Like, I mean, I was listening to him talking about win the La Liga with Barcelona. And he was just like, it's a different environment, and you know, he loves it there. A lot of players just love it there. You know, so
You won the league. You don't need to accomplish nothing more there now. Like, just get rid of the young. Look, we give you 40 million since that's another year off his contract. You accepted 62.
Bring like 100 million.
No. What do you mean? You accepted 62 million last year.
Yeah, so but he didn't want to leave. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And you still tried to force him to leave, and he still said no. We'll give you 45, 50 million, and that's 300 odd grand off your wage book per week. You're saving how much per year? You're saving like 20 million per year or some crap like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mate, that's like half your problem done.
Yeah, but it's hard to get a replacement. Like, if it was that easy.
You got loads of sentiments. Gavi, Pedri, who else is there? Who is the most sentiment that they got?
This guy just wants
Gavi, Pedri, Kessie, they have Sergio Roberto still on the books.
Come on.
I want to ask you a different question because we have a lot of Arsenal fans watching us.
Yeah, sure.
Rafinha, I've watched Rafinha a handful of times. He never moved me. I never thought he's a brilliant player or anything. Arsenal fans, they have a lot of like hope that he would join their club for like 50, 60 million pounds. Do you think he's a good player?
Honestly, I just think he's an average player. You know, like in Barcelona, we've always had like wingers, you know, like if you go back, Pedro, like they beat defenders one-on-one. He's really frustrating, you know, in beating defenders one-on-one, because if you want your winger to be at the touchline, then they have to beat players. This guy in some matches, he attempts like 9 dribbles. He probably like will have one successful. Like, it's really frustrating sometimes. I mean, overall, I think his season has been like pretty okay. I think for a new signing, he did okay, but it's just that like for the level of Barcelona, I just feel like, I don't know. I just don't think he's the guy for
Rafinha is not good for you. I think Dembele likes life there.
Yeah,
I think
Dembele, but he can't stay fit, you know. Yeah,
I know, but he's had a decent season for you.
Oh yeah, no, he's really like
until
really
Feb, he was doing great.
Oh yeah, and I think from Prep he had an injury, but like
that's when he
played. That, like,
if
he's on it, like the guy is like, you know, and he's 2-footed as well. So, but Rafinha is okay, but it's just sometimes I don't know. I just feel like footballing IQ, you know, I just don't think it's there. Like, honestly.
And my last question will go towards Ansu Fati as well. His future, is that the same issues as Dembele? The guy's always in the hospital. Like, he's always trying to get, and he can't get any minutes. Even Ferran Torres, it looking like he wants to leave. It looks like you boys might need a lot of attacking players come this summer.
I mean, true. I think the thing with like Dembele, like if he comes up from injuries, he's always fine. You know, he picks up playing. But the thing with Ansu Fati is like he really had like really bad injuries that, you know, that affected him. And obviously, like Barcelona won't wait for anyone. So it's kind of like, if you're not available, find alternatives, you know, and they're just people that are better in form. I mean, I really wanted to work out for him, but if it doesn't like this season, then I think we should consider like kind of replacing him. Like, there's no point of just keeping him.
Are you linked with any attackers though? I haven't seen anything towards. I think maybe.
I think for now it's to kind of find a replacement for Busquets, which we're looking at Zubimendi.
Ruben Neves is going to take that. He's going to go there.
Nah, but I actually prefer the guy from Real Sociedad, Zubimendi.
Zubimendi.
Yeah, I think
that makes sense. That makes
perfect.
Sense.
Yeah. But I mean, we'll just see what happens. I know Barcelona will definitely sign players. I think defensively we are much improved. Like, we can take a lot of pressure, you know, and we just need like maybe one more central defender, which they might get the guy from, I think, is it Villarreal? I can't remember.
Or Pau Torres.
Yeah, maybe Pau Torres, or
I think you're gonna get Laporte, you know, and maybe you might get Bernardo Silva. I think Bernardo Silva just wants to leave and go to Spain.
Yeah, exactly. So there's like options.
That's wicked. You know? That's a wicked option. See,
I'm also looking at like some free transfers. I think most of the signings now will be like a lot of free transfers, you know. So it would be like, it's just like, so we'll see what happens.
That's unfair. Imagine picking up Laporte, who's very good on the ball, and Bernardo Silva, and getting them on low wages. It's like, bruv, like what?
Yeah, I mean, it's that's
they're not gonna go on low wages. They're not.
Yeah, they're taking like Lewandowski would. Of course they would.
Yeah,
I think Laporte just wants to play football, and I think Bernardo just wants to be near family.
Yep.
We'll see how it is.
And you get the beach of Barcelona. You can't go wrong with that, can you?
Yeah, sure. It's all good, but congrats to Pep, and you know, like
Gundogan even might leave. But I don't think Gundogan's gonna leave. They're not gonna allow to leave two players like that leave in the same summer. No chance.
No.
Yeah.
Last thing I'm gonna tell you, Salim, Gavi is the most overrated midfielder that I've seen lately.
No, I think I agree. I think he's.
Oh, you agree?
Yeah, I think he's overrated, but I think people he gets so much stick for nothing. You know, he's a young kid. I think he's just, you know, he tries his best, you know, and he actually offers a lot, you know, in that team, you know.
Yeah, but Pedri, Pedri is way more talented than him, right?
I think people put so much. I think because he's very I mean, he's very arrogant sometimes, let's be honest, and he's very physical. So that's why he gets a lot of stick. But obviously, Pedri is a way better.
Pedri's wicked, man.
Yeah, Pedri
like
is
like Iniesta or
fantastic.
Xavi at his age, they
then-
were not as good as him. Like the guy at that age, he can't be just he controls ball. I mean, I agree, Gavi is a bit overrated. But I mean, like I don't know, but Barcelona fans do not really. The guys I speak to, they don't really overrate him. Just like he's a good player. He does his job.
I think he's more of a DM than a centre mid, though. I think he's better.
I
think his future lies in a defensive area.
I think he's just like that. I mean, he's just like pace and power. He can run around.
That's what I say. He kind of reminds me of what's his name? Valverde a little bit. Exactly. Like
I mean, similar. Yeah, sure.
He's good to probably aim around squad. But big up Salim, man. Got to get one more.
Thank you so much. All right.
Love that, man.
Obviously, thanks. Appreciate it.
I haven't seen you before, by the way, in the comments. So, what have you just found us today?
I've been listening to the channel for a long time. I've been seeing you guys on the Football Terrors as well. So, and I saw your channel. I was like, oh, that's awesome. I watch it like every day after work.
Oh, really?
Thank you so much. Thanks for the support, man. Oh yeah, I watch it every day.
It's obviously the better channel, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, it's all good. It's all good. Let me. All right. Take care.
Take care, man.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, this is a great way to end the stream. I think it's gonna be great because this guy, like, I think I turn people toxic. Oh, like honestly, I think I've rubbed people out the wrong way. Like honestly, I just.
And the most toxic caller of them all coming, a fellow Texan, of course, the deepest voice on the internet.
Oh, hi, Jacob.
Hello. I feel there's a lot of pressure built up. Do I need to be toxic now?
Of course.
Yeah. I used to work for them. This t-shirt was free, so I like wearing things that I ain't got to pay for personally. That's just my style. How are y'all doing? Long time no see.
Better than you, man. Trust me, better than you.
Well, that depends on the way you look at the glass of water now, isn't it?
Not really.
The way I see it, we're about to be out of European football. We're going to go back to one game a week. It's a good time to, get your chickens in the coop, count them, make sure they're doing all right, check their health, make sure they're making enough eggs.
You're going to get Conference League.
Making sure Dyer signs a new contract, which he's going to do, and move on from there. And
no, that is just I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on for a second. That is really just Don Nicolin and Daniel Levy. I think they have a secret love child, and his name is Eric Dyer, and there's just no way they can get him out of this club. No one wants to buy him. The only one who won't buy him is us. It's actually, there's no other explanation. I don't understand what this man has done in his tenure here other than grow moss and mold in his locker, but he's still here. So to me, that he is on my show, Kaz, I have a button that I just press, and it's a video of Eric Dyer laughing at the fact that we never win anything. So
big up Pac-Man.
Big up Pac-Man. And this guy's been here 10 years, and he just, he can get with Dave Portnoy, eat some pizza, and he'll say, and you're on a team that never wins anything, right? And he'll just laugh along like he's, backstage at Miley Cyrus concert. He don't want to make anyone mad. He just want to laugh and nod his head along, That just speaks to the problem here at Tottenham Hotspur, and we're going to give that guy.
Do you think, on a serious one, do you think this is exactly what Tottenham have needed for a long time, for probably since Poch left, just a fat reset? Look, Harry Kane, leave. Like, it's time to go now. Like, you can get some millions that we're going to need to reinvest. The team isn't going to be about you no more. We're going to have to try hit a reset button and go again. And maybe in a few years, 2 years, might see ourselves somewhere. Maybe you got a new director of football coming in, and obviously you're going to have a new bunch of players that are going to come in with maybe Arne Slot, who's actually good at working with budget since he's a final manager, and he literally just won the league with them after a few. I think they last won the league about 4 years ago, something like that.
For me, Kaz, what we've been doing the past few years is, I don't know how y'all like to party out there in the UK, and apologies, but here sometimes the bar closes at 2 a.m. So at 2 a.m. you're either gonna make the choice of going home, which is the responsible thing to do, get home safely is my suggestion as always, or you can keep the party going at another venue.
Or and you then go to the after party.
The after party. But see, this is the thing. We did the after party with Jose Mourinho. We were like, look, we were just at the club. We were having a good time. It got shut down. We got rid of Poch. Now we're here ready to party with you, Jose. Jose says, okay, let me get you in through the door. Have a good time. The after party's great. But there's just a few instances where maybe we shouldn't be there. Maybe this is not the crowd that we want to be hanging out with. So what do? We go to another after party with Antonio Conte. And we're trying to keep the buzz alive, if you know what I mean. We're always putting plastic over. I'm trying to explain this in a housing term. It's literally like a house.
So if anyone plays FIFA, anyone that knows games, you need to literally script the code in and recode it all over again. What FIFA done, why EA is so shit and why it's got so many bugs, is because they keep overwriting
exactly
with more codes and they're not really getting other codes. And it's like you're covering up the crap and giving us the same crap every single year, except with a few little twists. It's just, but no difference.
Exactly. There's no difference. And that's the thing is, until you have a complete reset, you're never going to be able to fix that game. You're never going to be able to fix Tottenham Hotspur until there's a change from the top down. I mean, shit rolls downhill. And when at the top, they're just mucking around. That's just what's going to happen.
And this is great, man. This is refreshing.
I never asked you, Jacob, how did you become a Spurs fan?
So
how did you?
I was working.
Did you not know that Mo's a Spurs fan?
Yeah, I knew Mo was a Spurs fan. He's a closeted Spurs
fan, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah. Well, I'll take it, Mo. If you want, hey, the train's big enough for everybody. The pain's big enough for everybody.
Is dusty, bro. I'm never supporting your club. Give me a break. If I'm gonna choose a club in the UK, I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon. I'm just gonna go the glory hunter route. I'm just supporting Man City.
That's exactly why I chose Tottenham Hotspur. Because
oh my God, you serious?
I commend it. Go on.
Because whenever I was, they didn't show the Premier League when I was in high school. So it took until I was an adult when I started paying attention to the Premier League. And, I'd always watched the World Cup, etc., kept up with big stuff like that, Ronaldo, Messi, whatever, Neymar. But when it came to it, it just really, I didn't understand how it worked. You know what I mean? I was like, Messi, he plays for Argentina, but he plays for Barcelona. That's in Spain. I thought he played for Spain. You know what I mean? So it's like no one explained the rules to me until I started working for an MLS club called FC Dallas. I started working there. I had two friends who were diehard Premier League fans. They both had their team. They both had different ways about how they got to the team. One was Liverpool, one was Tottenham, and I chose Tottenham. So that's how that worked out. Yeah, because I was like, you know what? I don't want to choose City because they've been really successful recently. That to me is like a Seattle Seahawks fan. I didn't want to do Liverpool. That's kind of like a Golden State fan, and I was just like, I don't want to just. But you know what?
You're
it's interesting.
Now. The thing about you, Jacob, is that you're old. I know you're old. You have kids.
I know
I have a kid. Just one.
Yeah. So you're old to change. There are other people that I will talk to later that they can change
Spurs as well, but not that Spurs. Like literally, I'm talking about the San Antonio Spurs.
Spurs. That's a great team to support. You could have
literally, it's the first. So when I played
Dallas Mavericks. Come on, what are you talking about? Dallas Mavericks every day.
Yeah, you got the Mavericks.
Yeah, Dirk Nowitzki's a goat.
You're a Dirk Nowitzki's guy, huh?
I got 2K19. I didn't understand basketball. Now I understand basketball. And the first team I signed for was literally San Antonio Spurs, and I was seeing like what's his name?
Ginobili.
Nah.
Tony Parker. Tim Duncan.
Nah, power forward.
Dennis
Not just Tim Duncan. Nah, he's sick. Lamarcus Aldridge.
Lamarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, he came from Portland. Yeah, he was great with Damian Lillard.
He's a good guy. He's a good player.
Yeah, man, and he was the one for me, man. I can't lie. I was just like, yep, I'm sold. And I saw.
It's very strange because everybody that supported Spurs, supported them for the trio. The Ginobili, Parker, and Tim Duncan.
Those were the first three names I threw out. Yeah.
Everybody that supported Spurs supported them for the trio.
I hate San Antonio Spurs, but I thank them for taking down LeBron all the times that they did, because someone's got to keep that man in check, or else he'd walk all over everything.
And man. But Jacob, man, I can't lie. 2 more minutes, then I'm gonna get your counterpart in after this, because then I'm gonna wrap it up by.
Who's my counterpart?
Someone else that's American that supports Spurs.
The other American.
Another American that supports Spurs. Interesting.
You guys are growing like weed here in America.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. We got the.
You guys are growing like weed.
He's a great one. What a way to end the show too. I'm glad that he's lost. I'm glad that he's lost. What a way to end the show.
Yeah, literally. Oh god.
Although I don't know if he's still a Spurs fan, but what a guy.
I'm trying to get him to support Newcastle. He knows it's the way forward. He's got time.
See, that's the thing going back a little bit to why I chose Tottenham Hotspur. I'm a loyal kind of guy. Loyalty means a lot to me, and that's what I love about a lot of the culture there between people in England and their club. There's loyalty. Do or die, you're riding with your team, whether you go down, go up. It's all about the fandom, and that's part of what drew me in. And it just felt like for me at the time, it was unfortunately. It's only brought me misery and pain, but you know what? I feel like it's good because if I would have came in and we won Champions League final that year, I don't think it would have felt as good as if we win it in 5 years from now. So for me, you got to go through the lows to feel how great the highs can be, and until we reach that moment, that's kind of where I'm at. Maybe it won't happen. Maybe when Daniel Levy
I don't think it's
resigns.
gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. There's literally no highs for Spurs. There hasn't been a high for Spurs in donkeys.
Oh, come on, Carling Cup. You weren't. I almost cried if we would have won the Carabao Cup versus City that year. I would have cried. Don't play with me. It means that much. And that's why it doesn't matter what happens, with the board, etc., etc. I love my club. I love Tottenham Hotspur. And
can't even win a community shield.
Thunder. I did cut my hair.
Big up yourself, Jacob, man.
Big up, man. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate y'all staying late for me.
America, it's calm, man. It's cool.
Guys, go support this guy's channel, United Spurs of America. Just to hear that voice. Just go. It's called United Spurs of America. Just go check them
Appreciate that. Thank you for the shout out.
Love that. Love
it, man.
Well, I will leave you boys to do. Y'all have a great rest of your evening. I'm actually looking forward to listening into this next caller. But Kaz, real quick before I go.
Oh, here we go. Go on.
United gonna win the FA Cup or what? Are they gonna stop the treble from happening?
Probably not.
It seems like you're gonna be the last line of defense.
No, I'll be the second line of defense. Because we've been playing first before Inter.
So it's them first, and then if they fail, there is another one.
I actually give Inter a little bit of a chance because for me, I have a hard time when 99% of the world is saying that you can't do something. Sometimes in the most beautiful sport, that 1% can happen. I'm not saying it will happen, but it can. And you know what, Mo? I hope that gives you a little. I know you feel it. Game day, I guarantee you're going into that feeling like you can win that thing, regardless of who's playing, who's starting. It's just the reality.
What does that Inter?
We're there to win it.
Yeah, come on.
We're in it to win it.
I'll be Inter that day. Don't worry, Mo. I'll be supporting you. I'll be giving my passion out for y'all. So I really want to see a good game because I ain't seen one in a while as a Tottenham Hotspur fan. It'd be nice to see like good football.
Actually, no, it wasn't even a good game. It was just domination. But yeah. All right, big up, Jacob. Man.
Big up, y'all. Have a good rest of your night.
You too, man. You too. Peace.
Right, I can see him stretching. Young man from Florida. Are you here to complain about Levy?
Nah, I'm here to laugh at Arsenal.
Oh my God. Okay, I like it. That's
yeah,
not bad. That's not bad. That's cool.
I've got an Arsenal kit with me right here.
You got an Arsenal kit?
Yeah, right here. Look right here.
Hey, let me have a little check.
It's an actual gunner. It's a gunner thing?
Nah.
What does it say?
It's just a bottle. It's just a bottle. Because that's what they do. That's what they do best.
Fair enough. I get the joke now.
That's why they're sponsored by Prime. Because all they do is man. Honestly, the fact that nobody's even talking about how big of a bottle job this is just shows how low everybody's expectations are for when an Arsenal ball job comes. When they signed Jorginho, they were 11 points clear with a game in hand.
5 with 3. I'm correcting you. They were 5 with a game in hand. It was game week 20. Man City played 20 games. Arsenal played 19 the day they signed Jorginho, and they were 5 points ahead. I know that's circling around the internet. I just wanted to correct that because
fair enough.
They were 8 points.
They were 8 points clear. There was 8 points. Nah, honestly, I'm wearing the blue.
But you're thinking that Jorginho is the reason why they lost?
No. I'm just saying in that time period, they were that far. I thought because I saw that on Twitter, but I guess I was wrong.
So why do you think they lost the league then?
Because they've got young player, and I said this from the beginning. Remember, we were on the stream at the Extra Time debate show. I was with Souls, and I told them a million times, you've got young players. When you get to the end of the season, the business end of the season, you're going to crumble. He said, no, we have a different mentality. I gave him examples. I said Liverpool. I said Tottenham when we had young group of players under a young manager in Pochettino, when we're in the title race. And he said, no, we're built different. Our mentality's different. All of this, all of that. What happened? Same thing that always happens when young players. And look, I'm going to sit here and say Arsenal had a phenomenal season. Nobody expected them to be in a title race. But they bottled it. Now they can learn from this experience. And in the future years, maybe they'll be in another title race. And from this experience, they will have like a stronger mentality. And they'll go into the rest of the title race and be not have this like, because they got like, there was one period where they like drew like 5 games out of like 7 or something like that. I can't remember the exact number, but they could say all they want about how strong City are, but there's games that they should have never lost. Like drawing 3-3 to Southampton, you can't tell me that Man City being a super team is the reason you drew 3-3 to Southampton. It's the reason is you've got young group of players, inexperienced, and you got to the business end of the season and you crumbled.
Do you think Arsenal fans should be happy or sad? Happy that they came second or sad that they dropped the league?
I want them to be sad. But look, at the end of the day, when Arsenal fans say it's not a failure, it's not a bottle job, it is. It really is. Because throughout the season, plans change. Yeah, sure, in the beginning of the season, your goal was top 4. But as the season went on, you went on to a title race. And how far you were clear of that title race, there's no excuses to have finished second this season for Arsenal. So, yes, it's a complete failure, but looking back on the season, they could be happy, but they didn't win the league. So at the end of the day, being top that long came to nothing.
So are you happy with Arne Slot?
We ain't getting him, man.
I think you are. I actually think you are.
Signing a manager that has a plan and a vision for the future. Do you know who our club is? We ain't getting no plan. We ain't getting no vision.
You might do. What if you do get? What if you do get? Would you be optimistic?
No, because I don't think you'll be backed. And at the end of the day, you can have a fantastic system and you can be a fantastic manager, but at the end of the day, if you're not backed as a manager and you don't get the players that you need, it's hard to do anything. The thing is, we don't even have a director of football to go and sign Arne Slot. So I don't even think we're talking to him. We were in links to Nagelsmann for months, and now apparently we don't want him. Like, we don't know what we want.
No, he don't want you. Let's get right.
That's not what the reports say. That's not what the reports say.
He doesn't.
Apparently now we're back in for him. I thought it
was Luis Enrique that apparently he's there's some sort of leeway. He's broken through with a couple of things or two.
Yeah, that's the thing though. We're such a mess that you don't even know what's going on. There's so many links. Like, honestly, I have no clue what's going on in my club, and that becomes a massive problem because there's confusion in the fan base, and nobody knows who's going to be the next manager. And the thing is, we're already getting very close to the transfer window. I don't want to see a bit like a situation when we had Nuno, where we were signing players, but we didn't have a manager. That becomes a massive problem because then you sign a player that's not for the system of the manager that you buy, and then when the manager comes in, he can't do anything with that player. I just don't want that situation to happen. If you're going to sign a manager, sign him now and don't wait for the summer transfer window so he can get his players.
How do you feel about Harry Kane potentially leaving to Man United?
He won't leave. Levy will drag out his contract until the last day.
Do you reckon? That's a good like 80 million.
Is that a hope? Is that a hope thing or actual?
No,
that's a lot.
Logical thing.
I want Kane to leave.
Do you think Do you think he can't respect Kane's wishes right now at this current moment of time? Because I think Levy will get desperate for that money, and I think he would, and that's a lot of money to give up, especially when you can spend it on transfers.
We were in the situation like 2 years ago, and Kane was literally skipping training. He
outpriced him for 150, and he still had years left on his contract. Now he's got 1 year left. You still can get a hefty fee for him. I don't know if you're going to get the fee for him. Levy's a businessman. He cares about money. And if you talk about backing the manager and resetting, it might be the way to go. And then Richarlison can take the reins.
Look, if we knew what we were doing, I would take selling Kane and with that money, reinvesting it and buying and regenerating the squad and doing completely do a complete rebuild. But I don't think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to sell Kane. We're going to misspend the money, and it's going to become an absolute mess. However, I still don't think we'd sell him because I think Levy sees something in Harry Kane, whereas the shirt sells, and he's more valuable than what he does on the pitch. He's England's captain.
Letting him leave on a free when he's going to only be 31 years old, that's kind of dangerous, if I'm being honest. Like, any team can get him. Even someone like Chelsea could get him. Like, he might not even give a shit.
I even think it'd be better for Kane because then you wouldn't have to pay Tottenham that price and then you'd get higher wages on his contract. So I think even Kane would be happy with it.
I don't know what Kane's wages. What is Kane's wages actually? I don't even know.
I think Saka earns more than Kane, which I don't know how.
Yeah, I'm literally looking for Kane's wage. Harry Kane. Apparently he's only on 200 grand a week. Wow, how can he be on? It won't be hard to get that wage up whatsoever.
Yeah.
But Omar here saying only way Kane to leave Spurs is via an intervention. That's very true.
No, I think Omar, fellow Egyptian, of course, Omar from Egypt. I think he leaves Spurs just because I think that Levy will take the money now. This is not 2, 3, 4 years left.
Champions League football and Europa League.
He takes the money now, bro. It's the money. If someone offers 70 million pounds, he's gone. He's gone. And Harry Kane would leave.
He's worth more than, especially
he's
in today's
not worse than that with a 1 year left. He's not, bro. He's 31.
Actually, no, I think he's worth 80 million. I think I could put respect on that. Hazard
70,
worth
80. Okay, so but it's not 100.
I'd say 100.
No, he's not 100.
Too much for 1 year left in his contract. That's too much.
Okay, maybe with 1 year, but if you evaluate him as a footballer,
no,
he's worth
as a footballer, he's worth more than 100. But because of 1 year left, I think 80, 70 is. Why would a club pay more? Why would a club pay more, bro?
I think you need to just put Sonny up front and go get some new wingers. I don't think Sonny's cut out for the wing anymore.
And you need to find someone to buy.
He ain't cut out from Tottenham anymore.
I don't know, man. Because you could say, look, then the season that they've had, Kulusevski isn't cut out for Tottenham then because he's had a shit season. The same respect.
You're trying to convince Juventus.
I'm not ready to say sell Son because it's only 1 season.
You want to keep his shirts and stuff. He sells probably more shirts than Harry Kane does.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like he's up in the Cristiano Ronaldo numbers of the shirt sales. Honestly, like that's one of the biggest things why I don't think we will sell Son because I think Levy want to carry on that those shirt deals. So I think we're gonna keep Son for sure. But all I'm saying is he's had such an underwhelming season where I don't even think like right now he should even be starting. But we don't have any squad depth to replace these players. So
I know one player that doesn't sell 2 shirts a year, which is Richarlison. That's what I know. He doesn't. Seriously. This guy needs to go, bro. He needs to go.
No.
R9.
Richarlison.
Oh yeah,
R9.
I love Richarlison. He has a
You love Richarlison.
Oh yeah, man.
If Richarlison is in my club, I'll hate my club.
Man, you're just saying that because you're a rival. You're just saying that because when you.
I'm not a rival, bro. I'm not a rival. I really think he's not a bro. I really think he's a fake Brazilian. I swear, he's a fake Brazilian.
Kick, so he has his passport.
He's from flipping. He's from the Dominican Republic, man, or something like that, man.
Bro, he's from Cuba, and he was a refugee in Brazil.
This guy said he's from Cuba. No.
Man.
Bro, he's a refugee in Brazil, bro. Come on, give me a break.
It's because when I went to the Tottenham game, he waved at me. So that's why.
That's why you like him? I can wave at you. Here you go. I said, come on. Are you serious? Do you really like Richarlison? You think he's a good player?
I do like him. I do. Yeah, and I think he's a good player. I think we've misused him. I think we really have misused him. I think he's a striker, and we played him on the wing all season. I think we've misused him.
It can't get any worse for Spurs. You know what? I lied. It really can. It can get a lot worse.
It can't get any worse for Spurs.
You take these goals, and I know you could put another striker there, and you're going to get some goals. It's like you lose so much creativity and goals. It's not just goals. It's everything. Yeah. It might get worse for you, Wes. I can't lie. You're going to probably be. I can't lie. A top 10 finish would be good for Spurs next season.
Man, I'm worried. I really am worried for the state of our club, especially since we've got these teams.
It's not too much time. You're 14, yeah? You're 14, right, Dan?
Oh, God, let's not do this again. You see?
Wait, how old are you? 14 or 15?
I'm 14. I turned 15 like in a month.
I mean,
less than a month.
I can't lie. Whoever your wife is in future is probably very lucky, innit? Because you're going to remain very loyal. But it's not... You can't change your family, but you can change this right now since you're in America.
You can't do that.
You can change this. You can change.
There's one thing that's constant in life, and it's your football club and your family.
Man. You can go support Newcastle. They need a bigger fan base than what they've got up in Newcastle. You could be the start. You could be the poster boy of America who supported Spurs first, like hardcore potentially, other than the other guy that I can't remember his name. But yeah, man, you could be the young face. Yeah, that geezer. Yeah, him. But yeah, man, warrior it, man. You can be a Newcastle fan.
We can start a Newcastle fan club here in America. Me and you. We can start a fan club here in America.
You support Newcastle?
Who?
Mo, you
I
support
don't,
Newcastle?
but we can
Oh.
start a fan club. Me and you here in America will make a lot of money. You know what I
listen.
mean? We'll be
can't
the
lie,
best
look,
club in
listen,
America.
Hear me out.
You can try and negotiate with me.
No one in this panel and no one in the chat would blame you. Not one. Not even a Spurs fan would blame you.
Bruv, I'm not doing it. It's not gonna happen, Kaz. I'm staying Tottenham, bruv. I'm Tottenham till I die. It's it, bruv. I've already made my choice. Hopefully one day it pays off. Who knows?
Do you know?
Maybe Levy goes one day and we get some Saudis to come in and we completely change the club. I think personally, I've got a strong feeling that if you stay loyal to something, loyal to the soil, it will one day pay off. So who knows?
Not New York Everton fan club. It didn't pay off, bro. They have been supporting Everton for 20 something years. It didn't pay off, bro. It didn't.
Nah.
I'm warning you. I'm warning you. There is a massive fan club, Everton fan club in New York. They're massive, right? It didn't pay off, bro. They gathered together to cry.
Was it Landon Donovan or something?
I think something like this. They even created. There is a massive show with two big supporters, British guys. They come here. It's a massive club, dude. It's not gonna pay off. It's not gonna pay off, bro.
It has to one day. It has to one day.
Brendan Rodgers incoming, man.
Brendan Rodgers? Nah,
yeah.
Man.
When you say no, what do you mean? Oh yeah, it's too big for Spurs, isn't he? I forgot about that. Oh yeah,
bro, it didn't even like that. It didn't even like because Jacob. You know how Jacob said, "I don't know team he supports now." That's not the reason why he said that. The reason he said that was yesterday. I had lost a bet.
Chelsea,
yeah. I'm saying because I don't know if Cass knows. I lost a bet, and yesterday I put on a Chelsea kit because that was the bet.
Be careful, you'll get clipped, and people will clip that 1 second if you were in.
I've already been clipped. No, 1 second. It was the whole stream.
Yeah, but they will clip that 1 second, put it as you're a Chelsea fan. Years later, you'll find it. But anyway, guys, give Dan a follow. Plug your channel, man. Plug your channel. Let the people know where to find you.
Yeah, you look for me at Dan THFC on YouTube. Yeah, we've just hit 1,600. So yeah, big up to everybody. No, wait. I don't think I've hit one. No. Sorry, 1,060. I don't know. 1.6 something.
Anyway, above 1K, give the guy a follow. Go subscribe to his channel. It's Dan Tottenham Hotspur FC THFC. Go support him. Does a lot of watch-alongs, a lot of good work on Spurs match reactions and stuff. He's always a good guy. Just give him a follow, please. He's absolutely fantastic. Follow him on Twitter. What are you laughing at?
I love United. Just said, nah, this guy's taking a piss. He said, what's Stogden doing?
You might be stealing your goalie glove.
Bro.
That's what you might be doing, man. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there. Head over to Gal's channel. He's live right now for another 20 minutes. Just go give him crap. And here's a video of Dawood.
We've absolutely capitulated. I can't believe it. We went to Etihad and went there with no fight. These players showed no fight. What? I was gonna go to the parade, and now there's no parade. These players, absolute bottle jobs. Absolute fucking bottle job, man. We went to Etihad on our knees. Rival fans said, yo, Dowd, watch, don't get too excited. You're going to bottle it. They've been saying that for 2 months. We go there and we bottle it. I've had enough. I've had enough, man.